LeBron James has achieved what no other player in NBA history has: the richest career earnings in league history. As of now, his career on-court earnings top $528 million, a figure that's not just impressive, it's record-breaking. However, James's legacy goes beyond just accumulating wealth. At various points in his career, he's made significant sacrifices in order to help his teams build championship contending rosters. But the latest news regarding his contract situation could pose a serious challenge for the Los Angeles Lakers and their off-season plans. In 2010, LeBron James made a bold decision, one that would change the course of his career and the NBA forever. When he left Cleveland to join the Miami Heat, James took less than a max contract, a move that allowed the Heat to sign fellow stars Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. This also helped retain key role players like Udonis Haslem and facilitated the signing of Mike Miller. It was a calculated gamble, one that positioned Miami as a superpower in the NBA for years. By taking less, James didn't just strengthen his own team, but he also set a precedent for star players to consider taking less money to create a winning roster. Fast forward to 2014, and James returned to Cleveland. This time, he took the full max salary, a choice that was partly about ensuring competitive equity across the league. By locking into max money, James was effectively pushing for parity, forcing owners to back other stars into similar situations. For the next decade, he stuck to max contracts, understanding that the NBA landscape had changed, and with it, the expectations for financial flexibility and roster construction. Last season, there was a shift in the narrative. According to reports, James was willing to take a significant pay cut, around $15 million, to help the Lakers land top-tier free agents. Names like Jonas Valanciunas, Klay Thompson, James Harden, and DeMar DeRozan were reportedly on the Lakers' radar. With LeBron's willingness to sacrifice, the Lakers pursued Thompson, but ultimately came up short. Instead, James ended up agreeing to a much smaller pay reduction, around $2.7 million, to help the Lakers stay under the second apron. This offseason, however, things are different. The Lakers are in a much better position, at least on paper, following their mid-season trade for Luka Dončić. Yet, the shadow of their early exit from the playoffs still looms large. Their first-round loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves exposed glaring weaknesses, particularly a lack of depth and versatility. While they have a solid foundation with LeBron, Dončić, and Austin Reaves, it's clear that the Lakers need more if they hope to seriously contend for a championship. Unfortunately, one key component of their future plans could be hindered by James' unwillingness to take a financial hit this time around. According to The Athletic's Sam Amick and Jovan Buha, LeBron James is unlikely to take a pay cut this offseason. For a player who's been so generous in the past, this may come as a surprise. The decision is largely in LeBron's hands. He has a player option for approximately $52.6 million for next season. Given his stature, his performance, and the fact that he's still considered one of the league's elite players, James could easily opt into the max deal. And, to be honest, he probably deserves it. He's a lock to make another All-NBA team and has never missed an All-Star game since joining the Lakers. However, this decision has serious ramifications for the Lakers' financial flexibility. If James opts for the max contract, the Lakers will likely be pushed above the first apron, an NBA financial threshold that severely limits a team's ability to build a roster. Operating above the first apron means the Lakers would no longer have access to the full mid-level exception of $14.1 million to sign free agents or make trades. Instead, they'd be relegated to a far smaller taxpayer mid-level exception of just $5.7 million. Even worse, teams above the first apron cannot acquire players via sign-and-trade deals, and they can't absorb more salary in trades than they send out. In simple terms, if James sticks with the max contract, the Lakers will have fewer resources to add the key role players they need. As it stands, the Lakers' current roster is far from championship ready, And if James's pay cut doesn't materialize, this offseason could be a make-or-break moment for the franchise's future. It's still early. Today is just May 2nd, and LeBron has until June 29th to make his decision. It's possible that some unforeseen move by the Lakers could change James's mind. However, the landscape of the NBA has changed considerably since last offseason. Gone are the big-name veterans like Thompson, Harden, and DeRozan. Those are the types of players James was willing to sacrifice for last year. This time around, the Lakers don't necessarily need high-profile stars. What they truly need are players who will do the dirty work. T,